Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Hoyt, Hoyman Tree Saws, Lone Wolf Tree Stands, Nikon, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, RTP Outdoors, Spot Hog Releases, Wasp Archery, Viking Solutions, and Realtree.
Day 28, November 14th. I'm sitting in front of the Huntera map and I have made an outline of the area that we searched yesterday. The shot was right here, deer went this way and swung that way. That's all we know about him, was that little loop right there. We searched basically this entire block yesterday. So it's maybe 50 acres, I'd say. So today we're going to go this way and we're going to search pretty much everything else out to, and maybe a little bit bigger. We might even go this far and cover all the rest of this timbered area out here. And that should be, this is that deer's range. In fact, I don't even think he went into some of these areas based on trail camera photos. I think he mostly just lived right in this little valley right there. So we're going to make sure we cover everything we can that fringes out from that. And once we've done that, we will have hit a little over 125 acres, I'm guessing, and we'll call it good after that. We've got our walking boots on, and we're ready to go. I'm going to bring my bow along just in case, but I think if we find him now, he's either dead or, I don't know, who knows. But I keep saying that I don't think if he lives this long that it was a fatal hit. But we still may find him, struggling or whatever. So I'm going to make sure I've got my bow with me today. This is all I found so far. This is a deer that we filmed quite a bit in October last year. Then I found him dead in mid-November. And I called the game warden and he came and ran a metal detector over it and skinned it out and couldn't find any sign of a bullet hole. So all we could figure was it got hit by a car. There was no puncture wounds of any kind. So you just don't know on this stuff. We've said it over and over, but you can have some really promising, nice young bucks and they end up looking like that instead of winding up getting a couple years older and giving you something to hunt. So still looking. It's beautiful, thick. There should be a dead deer laying in here. If I was a dead deer, this is where I would go. Quentin just said if he was a big buck, this is where he would live, but I want to change the tone of that message. So we got to go on the other side of the creek now, and there's a bunch of timber we got to sweep in that direction. Quentin found some blood along the side of this slope. And we're quite a long ways away from where that buck was, and this blood is coming at a pretty rapid pace. It doesn't look like liver or paunch blood to me. It looks like muscle. And these bucks, when they get to fighting, they tear each other up and they jab each other, and they do get some blood. And it's possible the neighbor hit a deer or something too, but either way, we're going to follow this blood trail in both directions until we figure out what direction the deer is going. We're right in the middle of the woods now. We could follow it a quarter of a mile that way and find out that it was going this way the whole time. So we're going to follow it out and just see what it is, if we can find it. My gut tells me that it's a buck that got beat up in a fight. we covered the entire area that we'd planned on hitting today, so it's pretty much a wrap. Probably took us about 4 hours, maybe a little bit more than that, and like I said earlier, I think we've covered 150 to 160 acres total in the last 2 days. I'm going to say right now that the deer isn't dead. If he is dead, he died after we walked some of this yesterday. So, because he could have died, I guess, and then, you know, wound up in the same spot that we walked yesterday that we didn't walk today. But you could say that and keep walking the same ground every day for a month. But I'm going to say right now that the search is off, that, you know, we covered everything as thoroughly as we possibly could. I mean, I don't think there could have been a dead deer in there anywhere. We looked underneath every bush and next to every dead tree or downed tree. So there weren't any spots, I don't think, that we didn't check where a buck could be laying dead. So I know everybody's wondering exactly what did that arrow hit? And, you know, I can't help you there. I mean, I thought it was a vital hit. I thought it was low vitals. So we're going to show you both the entry, just a static frame from the video of the entry, and another one of the exit, and you can draw your own conclusions about what that arrow hit. I'm saying it missed the mark by about 2 inches. If it would have been 2 inches to the right, it would have seemed like a perfect hit. Or 2 inches higher, you know, it would have been probably center punch liver. So it was kind of one of those weird sort of no man's land in the bottom of the deer. I didn't know there was one, but so now I'm going to take a couple days off and try to recharge my battery and get a little bit of fire back in me to go after these deer again. I'm not going to hunt this deer for a while. I got too many bad memories now. So I've got other spots I can hunt and bucks that I had on my radar that I was not paying as much attention to because I really wanted to try to get this deer, this I called the Big 7. So keep checking back. I'll come back here on the daily channel in a little bit and hopefully catch the tail end of the rut.